recording.
Is he like college or?
I think he's in high school.
Alright, y'all ready for this?
Live
Live on Facebook or streaming. We got Christian back into his house for the one time.
Say this is his house.
It's his house.
Still a word. It sounds like it.
HIZ.
His house. Alright, so today we got a new tournament. It's a receiver tournament again, but it's a little different.
I haven't done any tournaments.
Yeah, because you skipped. This man just said, fuck, room full of football. We're leaving. So, I hope this is recording, to be honest. It looks like it. Yeah, it's picking us up. Alright, cool.
Is it showing up on your phone?
Yeah, true.
Hello? Hello? Yeah, it looks like it.
I mean, the mic is on. Doesn't mean it's recorded.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I know it's
Yeah.
recording. Can you hear the sound? Because
Hello?
yeah, it's just a little delay. Alright, cool. Alright, so we Gucci here. Alright, so we're doing this tournament. Set it up. These are just random players. Well, not random. They're random to you. So I'm gonna list some stats. It's gonna be between two players, and some are either retired, some are still playing, some are like in their last days of playing, like they might retire this year or next year. Some are like kind of new still, like I got one that's only been in the league for 5 years on here. So we're just gonna jump on into this. You guys just tell me which receiver you would rather have on your team based on the stats. And now you guys are gonna have to do a little more thinking than normal, because like one might be like 14,000 yards, but they had a 14-year season, or 14 years in the league, and the other's at like 8,000 yards, but they only been in the league for 7 or 8 years. So you gotta like try to think about longevity and all that shit.
I take it height and speed are included in this.
Literally yards, touchdowns, number of teams they played for, and the years they've been in the league.
You're not lucky.
So wait, we don't know who it is?
Nope. At
What
the
do you
end,
fucking call it?
No biases.
at the end, I will tell you guys who they are, and then we'll.
But like, wouldn't you just go with the higher numbers on all these?
You could, but that's what I'm saying. You got to do a little bit of thinking, because like, let's say somebody's at 7 years, the person that's at 14 years has maybe like 4,000 more yards than them.
So these are their career stats?
Right now, up to this day. And like I said, some are retired, some are still in the league, some are like closer to the end of their years in the league than others.
So
But
this is who we take if it was like draft day?
if you were building your team around this true, like as your number one receiver, and all of these guys are number one receivers.
Can you read that?
Huh?
It says me and Christian always match our bandanas. I don't think so.
I mean, they're both bandanas, but
Word like this. Match it now.
All right. So the 1 verse 16, the 1 seed had one team,
Alright.
14,580 yards, 128 touchdowns on a 13-year career.
Wait, what? Can you read that again?
No, you need to just start listening.
That's Larry
That's
Fitzgerald.
replying to your girlfriend.
I don't care. You gotta reply in real time, not on the comments. We're talking to them. We're not texting them. All right. One team, 14,580 yards, 128 touchdowns, 13 years.
That's Larry Fitzgerald.
Number 16, two teams, 8,587 yards, 72 touchdowns, 10 years.
The first one.
You said 2 teams,
Two teams.
10 years.
85, 87, and 72 touchdowns.
He wish he had 70 touchdowns.
He don't give you that.
I don't think so.
Well, no, he went off for the Jets. And he was pretty good in the Steelers.
Yeah, but he was like out of the league in like 2 years after the Jets. That's what they do to you.
I'm taking the first one.
Yeah, I will too.
yeah.
All right, so number 1 moves on.
Bonus point if you call who the guy is.
Sure.
Huh?
He's like showing me the. I'm like trying to
Oh,
see.
I mean, it doesn't matter. These are just stats. There's no names.
There's no names. Okay.
No names. I did this smart.
Why am I listening?
So how do you know who they are? You
I wrote
memorize-
them down.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you memorized them.
All right. Number 8 is 2 teams, 13,382 yards, 74 touchdowns on 11 years. Number 9 is 1 team, 11,904 yards, 65 touchdowns in 12 years.
I'll go with the 8. He has better numbers and everything.
But he
has
also
more
left.
touchdowns in less years.
But he also left
Right.
your team.
I don't care.
I know. Wasn't expecting him to leave again.
So you going 8-2? I mean, it's already 2-1 anyway. So all right.
13,074 touchdowns. 2 teams, you said?
Yeah, 2
I'm
teams.
gonna say that's Steve Smith.
All right. Who do you think 1 team, 11,904 yards is 65 touchdowns, 12 years?
1 team.
12 years.
Yeah.
Donald Driver. You have 11,000 yards.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Got some guesses going.
He had over 10,000.
All right, 4 seed. And all of these seeds are just random. There's no rhyme or reason to these seeds. That's why the 4 seed is 1 team, 5,950 yards, 32 touchdowns in 5 years. Now, this is one that you're going to have to think of. The 13 seed is 2 teams, 7,383 yards, 48 touchdowns on 7 years. So 2 more years, 16 more touchdowns, a little over 1,400 more yards.
And how many teams did each?
2. So the 5-year guy has played for 1 team. The other guy has played for 2 teams.
And how many years?
7 and 5. So 2 years.
It's Cooper Cup, ain't it? No.
Could be. I don't know the order. I can't remember the order. I have it written down in order, but
Because like the hard thing about it is like injuries and stuff too. How many games do they play? 5 to 7. Receiver 1 is behind by about 1,200 yards.
13. A little over 13.
But could they have?
No, 14. A little over 14.
Could they have 16 touchdowns in 2 years?
That's only 8 touchdowns a
Yeah.
year, and they're only been in the league for 5 years, so that's not too hard of a goal.
I'll go receiver 1.
Yeah, me too.
Christian's just not even paying attention.
I can't even see any.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, you just got to pay attention.
They're both looking at them.
Then scoot over. Sit on Jordan's lap.
Just sit on Derek's lap. He doesn't need to look at this.
All right, seed 6. We got 6 teams, 12,351 yards, 83 touchdowns in 13 years.
I feel like that's like terrible.
Seed 11, 1 team, 5,517 yards, 40 touchdowns in 5 years. So almost half the amount of touchdowns in 5 years compared to 13. But the yardage is a little off. A little more than half.
I mean, if you double his career, he's like on the same pace that
he's
right
at
behind him.
Yeah, 11.
with
He's
3
about
years
at
to go. But that's a good start. This is Devontae Adams. He's been in the league longer than 5 years.
Yes. He's
It's
on
only
like
been 5
7
years.
or 8.
Yeah.
Oh man, 5 years.
6 and 11 seed.
Sterling Sharp.
That's some good numbers for Sterling Sharp.
Huh?
The point of this game isn't to guess who it is. It's just
It's to
It's a game.
advance,
Within a game for me.
to advance somebody.
I'm good with the second.
Yeah, me too.
I want to go with the first because there's
Just
no
'cause he's
guarantee.
proven.
Yeah,
Just because he's proven.
but that is a great start. I'll concede to the second guy.
So 11 upset the 6. First
I
upset.
said if he said there's no rhyme.
Yeah,
or
you
reason.
didn't see that.
All right.
The
So
6 teams is a little worrying too. Now that I think about it.
yeah. All right. So we got the 3 seed versus the 14 seed.
Right.
The 3 seed is 2 teams, 13,330 yards, 61 touchdowns with 11 years. And the 14 is 3 teams, 14,185 yards, 70 touchdowns in 14 years.
I'm good with the second
Now, if this guy's still in the league, he could easily pass these numbers in a year.
Easily, if he's already 10 plus years in, I don't think so.
He needs less than, so he needs like an 800-yard season and 9 touchdowns to tie.
Yeah, but name a 10 plus year receiver that's doing that.
Larry Fitzgerald would have. I think he did.
Shoot, he's
Done
doing
what?
it now. He would get 800 yards and 9 touchdowns in the season.
At like year 11, 12. Jerry Rice,
Hey, Isaac Bruce had 800 yards in his last season.
I would go the first one.
11 years.
Yeah.
Who are you going? You said 14 seed? You going to 14 years?
I think the 11 years guy.
All right, so 3 moves on. Jordan was the deciding factor. All right, so we got the 7 seed and the 10 seed. 7 seed is one team, 11,619 yards, 83 touchdowns, and 9 years in. The 10 seed is one team, 8,121 yards, 73 touchdowns, and 8 years in.
I'm going the number 7 guy.
83 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me too.
All right, the 7 moves on. All right, 5 seed and 12 seed. 5 seed is 2 teams, 10,581 yards, 68 touchdowns with 9 years in. And then the 12 is one team, 14,345 yards, 82 touchdowns, 14 years in.
Actually, I feel like this is Larry. No.
It's crazy how similar a lot of these are.
Yeah, a lot of them are super close. I mean, the 2 five-year guys are pretty close too.
This man had 128 touchdowns.
The first guy, yeah,
God damn.
In how many years?
13. I did Jerry Rice first, but then I was like, that's too easy.
Yeah. 22,000 yards.
And
Dude,
100
nobody
yards
else
in
even
the
cracks 100 on this list. This man had
Just that guy.
128, but one team. What? One of these 2 guys is Larry. It has to be. How many touchdowns does Larry have is the question.
Alright, so we're doing the 5 and 12 right now?
Yeah, the 5 and 12.
I feel like I'd go with 12. Man, but he only has 12 more touchdowns.
Yeah.
Or 14
5
more touchdowns.
in 5 more years.
Yeah.
How many more yards?
About
kind of,
3,500.
Yeah, 35, about.
Yeah, I think I did the first one.
Yeah, me too.
So the 9-year guy,
Yeah.
number 5 seed. Oh man, so the 5 seed escaped an upset. You guys talked yourself out of the upset. All right, so we got the 2 seed and the 15 seed. 2 seed is 3 teams, 12,291 yards, 83 touchdowns, and 12 years. The 15 seed is one team, 9,300 yards, 75 touchdowns, 8 years.
Is the last 2?
Yeah.
I'm the second guy.
Yeah, I can
The 8 years
Yeah.
guy, 9,375 touchdowns. Yeah, I mean, he's only 8 touchdowns away with 4 years left, and then, 3,000 yards.
Yeah.
And he's got the new royalty.
Yeah. All right, so the 15 seed upset.
That sounds
All right,
Think
so
so?
we're going 1 and 8.
8 years?
1 and 8. So we got the 1 seed is one team, 14,580 yards, 128 touchdowns over 13 years. And the 8
I
seed
don't
is
see how anyone beats this guy.
2 teams. Well, this guy's going to be pretty close except for the touchdowns. 2 teams, 13,382 yards, 74 touchdowns on 11 years.
I mean, you almost gotta give it to one just because of how many touchdowns he
Yeah.
had.
Makes me think, is that like Megatron? Can't be, because.
No,
He
he didn't
played
play
that
that long.
Yeah.
If anything, I thought 15 might be Megatron.
I'm trying to think of who played 13 years for one team.
So you guys going with the 1 seed?
Yeah, okay.
All right. So the
And
4
one
seed
team receiver.
versus the 11 seed. All right, one team,
I don't
5,000.
think it's totally over.
Oh, here's the 2 5-year guys. So both of these guys been in the league for 5 years. First guy, one team, 5,950 yards, 32 touchdowns. The other guy, one team, 17 yards, but 40 touchdowns.
Where are they at? How many? Oh,
So
these two?
11 and 4. So basically, 4 has a little over 4,000 or 400 more yards, but 8 less touchdowns. That's a good matchup.
How many teams did each play for?
One. They're both one team, both 5 years. One guy has 400 more yards. The other guy has 8 more touchdowns.
Really wish I could just cover all this so I could see the only two.
But that's not saying that the guy with the less touchdowns wasn't catching it right in the red zone to set up a touchdown.
True.
So one guy's a red zone threat, basically, and the other guy gets you in the red zone.
I think I go with yards.
Yeah, I think I'd take the
Yards?
yards.
No, I like touchdowns because
That scores points?
yeah, puts points on the board. I mean, he's not too far off from
Yeah, 400 yards.
yards.
That guy's only 8 touchdowns.
True.
8 touchdowns.
Yeah, 8 touchdowns.
touchdowns.
400 yards is.
8.
Yes.
It's a close rate. This is the closest one. So Wyatt, you said the touchdowns.
I like touchdowns.
Jordan, you're going yards.
I think Wyatt just sold me on touchdowns.
Oh,
Dang, I'm sticking with yards, but I guess it doesn't matter.
so touchdowns.
I'm sticking
Yards.
yards.
Yeah.
We're going with the 4 seed.
It's like you said, he could get you there. He just didn't get in.
Yeah, I think it could
Well,
Ah.
that sounds like Julio Jones then.
Yeah.
But
He had like, what, 300 yards at one game and 1 touchdown?
Yeah.
I mean, but look at
He's
Jameis Winston.
played
You
more than
guys,
5 years though, so it's definitely not.
you guys beat the shit out of the Packers. Jameis only threw for 148 yards, but he had 5 touchdowns. So you taking yards?
hey,
That was defense, though.
can you hit the new
5
conversation?
touchdowns.
The what?
The new conversation thing.
Oh yeah, because there's
It's not
no stuff.
moving.
So yeah, just
Just
go.
click.
You have to bring the mouse over because it's on this screen.
Oh.
Yeah, got that dual setup. Down. Yeah.
Who do you think is the best tight end?
Bro, we're talking receivers right now.
Who said that?
It's Renfro.
Geoff?
Best tight end right now
Y'all
or
think
ever?
Tom Brady
Ever, I think
does
it's
He
Gronk.
said
Gronk?
active.
Ever you think it's Gronk?
I think so.
He said, oh, active,
Yeah, he
it's
says
Kelsey.
active.
Kelsey by
Yeah.
a long shot.
Yeah.
I don't know. George Kittle.
No,
Kelsey
he's
by a
Kittle's
long
last year.
shot.
Just because we play Kittle so much,
He's
those-
good.
yeah.
He's fucked us that game. That game.
If
I
we're
think-
talking just catching, I think it's Kelsey for sure.
But all around, you think
Kelsey.
George?
It's all around. Maybe
I
Kittle
think Kittle's
has
a better
speed.
blocker.
Okay, but the most
And he runs
athletic tight end is definitely Darren Waller.
Think so?
He might
Who's
be
more
the
athletic?
fastest, if that's what you count as.
Yeah, but what else?
I mean,
Hops.
Gerald
Like,
Everett's
who's jumping
athletic,
higher?
but he doesn't make him great.
No, I'm just saying the most athletic tight end is Darren Waller. Because like Jimmy Graham used to be. And then he got old.
I really think Travis Kelsey's gonna have every record by the time he retires.
He probably will. Do you think he's better than
Every
Rob
record?
Gronkowski?
I do.
Like in his prime and Rob's prime? That's a tough one. Alright, so we're going 3 and 7. So the 3
Stop sidetracking us.
the 3 is 2 teams, 13,330 yards, 61 touchdowns with 11 years. And the 7 is 1 team, 11,619 yards, 83 touchdowns, 9 years. So we're doing this one and this one.
Yeah, I like 7 just because
83 touchdowns.
83
Yeah.
touchdowns in 9 years.
Oh, so
What's this guy in years? 11? Damn, so he has more touchdowns than him too?
yeah, and he's only less than 2,000 yards away.
Yeah, I gotta go with touchdowns.
All right, so we're going 7. All right, 5 and
Yeah,
15.
you did your bit.
Yeah, he said yeah.
I shook my
Oh.
head, yeah.
I heard him say yeah. That's why it said touchdowns. All right, so we got 2 teams, 10,581 yards, 68 touchdowns, 9 years. 15 seed, 1 team, 9,300 yards basically, 75 touchdowns, 8 years.
I gotta go with 15 seed there.
He's about 1,200 yards shy, but he has
He averages
7
1,000
more.
yards a season and almost 10 touchdowns a season.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go 15.
All right. So we got the 1 and the 4 and then the 7 and 15. So the 1 Obviously, he's probably going to move on. He's probably going to win it all. One team, 14,580 yards, 128 touchdowns, 13 years. Number 4 is one team, 5,950 yards, 32 touchdowns, 5 years.
These are all receivers, right?
Yep, all of them are receivers.
I have no idea who that is.
Now, the 4, he's only been in the league for 5 years. He's on pace at 13 years. He would probably be a little under that yardage and
A lot under that
touchdowns, yeah. You guys would win the touchdowns then. All right,
Gotta
so
go for it.
1 is moving on. All right, 7 and 15. We got one team, 11,619 yards, 83 touchdowns on 9 years, or one team, 9,301 yards, 75 touchdowns in 8 years.
Let's go with the first guy.
Yeah, I think 7 because they're 1 year apart, but
The other
One
guy's a lot
seed.
more stats.
2,300 more yards and
7 and
yeah,
15.
these two. He has 7 more touchdowns and then 2,300 more yards in one year.
Wait, which one?
Yeah, that
Oh,
guy.
9? Oh, sorry, I thought I was looking at 14.
Yeah,
I know.
Do we think Tom Brady does coke in the locker room?
probably.
What was the one above that comment?
Buffalo Bills second choice.
Who said that?
Marcus.
What's that even mean?
I don't know. LA Raiders final answer. I'm just saying shit.
All right, so we got the matchup of the year.
1.
All right. All right, the big who's who. Do you guys want to take any guesses before I reveal them?
I'm just confused.
128 touchdowns for one team. What the fuck? It's gotta be Larry.
But the other guy who has 14 was also on one team. And a lot less touchdowns.
How many yards does that 128 guy have?
1450 or 14,580.
See, I don't know if Larry should have more yards than that, right?
Larry is second all time now, I think.
Yeah. So he's in like 20,000.
20?
When I say these
If
two
he's
guys,
second,
you
Jerry
guys
Rice
are going to
is
be
at like 24.
shocked. Kind of.
22, I guess. Almost 23. But he's far ahead of anyone.
Yeah, Jerry was at 22,895 and 197 touchdowns with 20 years though.
Yeah.
All right, so number 1 with 14,580 yards, 128 touchdowns in 13 seasons with one team, Marvin Harrison. And I'm just going to go down in order. So the number 2. Well, I'll just do it actually this way. So the 16 with 8,587 yards, 72 touchdowns in 10 years. Any guesses on that one?
2 teams.
Wyatt should know this one because it's Jordy Nelson.
Yeah, I was going to get that. 72 touchdowns. That's great.
The 8 with 2 teams, 13,382 yards, 74 touchdowns on 11 years.
That Torrey Holt?
Torrey Holt.
Yeah, I thought so. Greatest 10 years ever.
9
Look it
seed.
Look it up.
One team, 11,904 yards, 65 touchdowns on 62, or what? Why was I saying 62? On 12 years, Michael Irvin.
I do like.
This one?
Yeah, 9.
Oh, 9.
8 was Torrey Holt. 9 is Michael Irvin. Number 4 seed, one team, 5,950 yards, 32 touchdowns, and 5 years is Michael Thomas. Now, y'all, Jordan's going to be pissed.
What, I pick him over Cooper?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Cooper's missed games, bro.
So is Michael. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
because it was this guy and the other 5-year dude. That's Michael and Cooper.
Huh?
Yeah, what up, boy?
You picked Michael because you picked yards instead of touchdowns.
Huh?
Damn, so I picked your boy.
All right, so
and you let me down.
the
That's why I
13
need the intangibles.
the 13 seed, 2 teams, 7,383 yards, 48 touchdowns in 7 years. Geoff's favorite receiver of all time, Stephon Diggs.
You might have to like write the
That
names
man's
as you
played
go.
for
that's
7
fine.
years already.
So one was Marvin Harrison.
That's crazy. I did
16.
not think Stephon Diggs is in
Jordan
the league
Nelson.
that long.
7 years.
8 and 9. So 8 is Torrey Holt, and then Michael Irvin.
Wasn't that the same year Amari Cooper got drafted?
Maybe.
With
What's
Cooper
next?
Kupp.
4.
No, with
4 was
Stephon Diggs.
Michael Thomas,
I don't know.
and 13 is Stephon Diggs. All right, so 6 seed, 6 teams, 12,351 yards, 83 touchdowns on 13 years.
T.O.
6. Okay, that was it. Brandon Marshall.
That was my second
Yeah.
guess too. That was my second guess.
See, now that we're like mapping it out, it couldn't have been T.O. Because T.O.'s like top 3 in yards.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
Pretty
11.
good numbers for Brandon Marshall.
I already said it's Cooper Kupp, the one team, 5,517 yards, 40
You said Amari
touchdowns.
Cooper and who?
The same as Stephon Diggs.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so
What? yards?
Like draft class.
Oh.
the 3 seed, 2 teams, 13,330 yards, 61 touchdowns on
Steve
11 years. Julio Jones.
Damn.
Dang, Julio only has 61 touchdowns.
That's crazy. But he did just come off a season with 1 yard. I mean, 1 touchdown.
It's like 1 yard.
They were in the same draft.
14 seed, 3 teams, 14,185 yards, 70 touchdowns, 14 years. Any guesses?
14
Antonio
years.
Brown?
He hasn't played 14 years.
Yeah.
14 years. Anquan Bolden.
Some would
Not bad
say
guess.
some would say he's the all-time greatest hands in the AFC South. Andre Johnson. Greatest hands, as in he beat the
Man,
shit out
see-
of Cortland Finnegan.
The part that throws me off is 3 teams because I
Yeah,
like
'cause
forgot he left the Texans.
And the crazy thing about him is he went from the Texans to the Colts to the Titans,
Yeah.
and that those
He
were
played for y'all?
for like 6 games and then retired.
He was like my favorite receiver for a time.
All right.
Well, one of them.
Number 7, 1 team, 11,619 yards, 83 touchdowns, and 9 years. Calvin Johnson.
Nice.
You don't have to wait for me.
I have to read them. 10, 1 team, 8,121 yards, 73 touchdowns, and 8 years.
Marcus Colston.
Devontae Adams.
Jesus.
Would you pick Calvin Johnson over Devontae Adams?
Yo, young penis slipper.
Because you guys did.
Yeah, young tiny pea.
Where?
Can I stop the washer?
The washer? No.
Yeah, bro. Can I pause it?
For what? Oh,
Shower?
yeah. 5. 2 teams, 10,581 yards, 68 touchdowns in 9 years. DeAndre Hopkins.
Mm.
That's crazy. Calvin Johnson had more yards and touchdowns, and DeAndre Hopkins is like referred to as like the best receiver in the league right now.
Did you know Calvin
that crazy?
Johnson? Calvin Johnson had his top 10s in yards and touchdowns this last decade, and he retired in like 2016.
All right, 12.
Ridiculous.
This one. This is the other long-term guy that you guys couldn't figure out. 1 team, 14,345 yards, 82 touchdowns. It was the guy after Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne.
Reggie Wayne was nasty.
He almost played for another team.
You know, the Colts have kind of had like steady receiver always. It's kind of crazy.
Except for now. Michael Pittman's a scrub.
That's because he's in the NFC West, Keo.
What is it?
D-Hop hasn't been the same since leaving the Texans.
All right, 2.
It's been 2 years.
3 teams.
And he was hurt last year.
Yeah, and he's suspended 6 games this year. He's not even going to have 1,000 yards this season because he's only going to play, what, 9 games?
10?
10 games. 11 games.
Yeah, 11. That's possible.
I guess. All right, 3 teams, 12,291 yards, 83 touchdowns in 12 years.
Anquan.
Antonio Brown.
Man, so he's played 12 years?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, so 14 wasn't far off. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, he was on that Steelers Super Bowl team.
And 15. One team, 9,301 yards, 75 touchdowns in 8 years. Any guesses?
One team.
That Marcus Wilson? He's got
Nope.
similar numbers.
This guy is still in the league.
Still
Some
in
would
the
say he's like one of the most overrated receivers in the whole league.
Keenan Allen.
Nope. Close. He's a
Now
kind
it's
of a.
not
I like. I'm just going off the numbers.
Alright, but it was like right after he said overrated.
I was letting him finish talking.
9 years.
Underrated. Did I say over? I meant
You said
under.
over. Oh,
I meant
underrated.
We'll see the
Yeah, then that.
Yeah, underrated. One of the most underrated receivers in the league.
NFC, AFC.
NFC.
Kenny Galladay.
He wishes.
It's either south or north.
Underrated. 9 years. You said AFC?
NFC.
NFC.
Play for Tampa.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Mike Evans.
Yeah. Mike Evans.
I wouldn't
just-
say he's underrated.
No,
don't
I
know,
said
bro.
people.
I just seen like a thing. He has more yards and touchdowns than Devontae Adams, anybody in the last 10 years, and he has no all-time or all-pro seasons.
I didn't underrate him.
I'm just saying.
Oh.
Good little thing there. How long have we been going? Can you see that over there?
30 minutes.
You can see
Oh,
it.
It says
I
right
see
there.
it right there.
Oh, hell yeah. That's dope. That's
Yeah, I
way
can see it
bigger.
over there, bro.
Alright, so I've been seeing this thing go around. I think Jordan brought it up.
I don't know what he's
like
saying.
yesterday.
You know, too.
Hmm?
He said, you know.
What, the NFC West?
Mike Evans, maybe.
I don't know. See how your little scrub quarterback does now
Mike
that he's not
Evans.
in our division.
I was just saying that Mike Evans had more yards and touchdowns than D-Hop, Devontae Adams.
Did he just say that?
What, you know?
Yeah.
Pretty recently.
1 minute
Maybe it
ago.
is what you said then. Or Keenan Allen, since he's a Broncos fan.
Yeah, true. Alright, so there's this trend going around. The top 4 in the divisions at positions. So like if we're doing quarterbacks, what's the order of quarterbacks in each division? So like AFC South, what's the order?
So rank him?
I think we could do something like that. Me and you already did quarterbacks, so we don't really have to do that again. But we could do like running backs or receivers, or we just did receivers, so maybe running backs.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
All right, so let me bring up the division so y'all know.
I'd say tight ends to keep the theme going. But
We could do- we could do-
can't name all tight ends.
We cannot. No, I can name maybe 10.
I'll be lucky if I can name half the tight ends.
Yeah, I
That
just
are playing right now?
yeah, I can maybe
Yeah.
name 10.
Most underrated wide receiver in the NFC is Adam Thielen.
No,
In the NFC,
Adam Thielen is overrated.
I think so.
I think he's fine where he's rated.
But if I had to pick out of the two, I'd say he's overrated and underrated. Who says he's bad?
Tyler
Or
Lockett.
Tyler Lockett.
Who says what?
Yeah, nobody talks bad about Tyler Lockett
I mean, he doesn't get a lot of credit, I guess, but
because of DK.
See, if Christian,
Even before, who was on the other side of him?
Tyler Lockett, Doug Baldwin.
Don Baldwin.
the most underrated
That guy
wide
was
receiver
underrated.
in the NFC.
I would have said
In the
Christian
whole
Kirk.
NFC?
Christian Kirk.
I would have until he
Got
signed that
traded.
bad contract with Jags.
AJ Brown.
Bro, the whole Titans community
I
did a
hates-
180 on that dude.
Hates AJ Brown.
Alan Lazard. He's going to have a good season.
Chris Olave.
Chris Olave's underrated. The
Jarvis
Rookie.
Landry.
Jarvis Landry.
Did you see that one-handed catch he had today? It was all tied. Today.
Chris
In
practice?
practice.
Huh. No, Jarvis Landry.
Oh.
Alvin, come on. Dude's getting 80-some catches a year, right?
Wow, that's really good.
Oh, that's easy. What you were saying?
What?
It's
He had 3,000 yards.
it's easy, dude.
3,000, not 2.
That's never happened. Pull it up, Ponzi.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
No, the most yards from scrimmage is like 2,700, and it's Darren Sproles.
No,
That's all
that's
purpose.
All purpose,
From
I mean.
scrimmage is Chris Johnson's 2,000 yards.
And that was like 20, almost
I think it's just
2,600.
25.
It was like 25 something.
25 or 4 or something.
Yeah.
Alright, so we can do this
Talk to me
ranking.
when Marshall
Yeah.
Falk has 6 touchdowns.
Talk to me when Kamara has a ring on his finger.
Talk to me with Marshall Falk who doesn't have Kurt Warner and
Talk-
has a ring on his
Talk to me when Kurt doesn't have Marshall. Well, no one will never say that.
Kirk got back to a Super Bowl
Marshall got back to a Super Bowl.
without Kirk.
It's not his fault. His prime years were worse than
Did he get back to a Super Bowl without Kirk?
He was like retired by the time Kurt was
Answer
in
the
there.
question.
What a...
Kirk got to a Super Bowl with the Cardinals.
The Cardinals had Larry Fitzgerald and Anquan Bolden.
Who
Who
was
was
a
the
running
running
back
back?
or any defensive player?
Antro Roll. Oh no, I'm not Cardinals fan.
All right.
Maybe defensive player besides Michael Strahan that was on that Giants.
Who says Cooper is underrated? And
Nobody
no, he
said
doesn't
Cooper
say.
Kupp.
And he doesn't suck.
You said Cooper Kupp sucks?
Yes.
Are you
Wait.
talking about Cooper Kupp or
I
are
think
you
he's talking about Amari
Cooper?
Oh, I was like Cooper Cup does not.
Amari
that is
Cooper
tripping.
has not done anything in years, so I don't know who.
Madden had that man as an X factor. I could agree with that. I think Amari's overrated.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is he's still like only 26, and he's been in the league for like 7 years.
Is that true?
He's gotta be
young,
like
2015.
28 when he died.
He was drafted in 2015.
and he's like 26 or 27. He's
Makes
younger
sense.
than So he's younger than who's the other receiver that came out of Alabama after him? Michael Gallup? No. Plays for the Falcons, I think.
Only ones I know is like Calvin Ridley. He's
Calvin Ridley. It
Uh,
might be him.
Amari Cooper is
27.
years old.
And he's been in the league since 2015.
That's crazy.
He's like, yeah,
How old's Stephon Diggs?
29. So, I think 28 or 29.
Twenty-eight.
28. That you're overrated?
Stephon Diggs is pretty overrated now.
Yeah, what?
Overrated. Stephon Diggs. Most overrated receiver.
Bro,
I like Stephon Diggs.
Yeah,
I do.
what?
No, I think he's.
I was just saying
Rated
that because
fine.
DL's watching us.
I think he's rated fine.
I think the most overrated receiver in the league right now. Devontae Adams. No, I think it's, I think it's been D-Hop for like 4 years now.
As the best?
It's the most overrated.
Oh, overrated. Okay. Gotcha.
He's good, but
He said, how?
he makes one good catch, and everyone just like rides him for the rest of the
He
year.
did have that thing where he didn't have like a drop in like 3 years though or something, right?
Didn't Larry
Yeah,
Fitzgerald have that for like 6 years?
He
Larry-
has more tackles than he does drops.
In his
Yeah.
whole career.
Larry Fitzgerald.
In his whole career.
Yeah.
I mean, but just because Larry did it better doesn't mean D-Hop didn't do it great.
I'm
still.
not saying Larry that D-Hop's not a good receiver, but I don't think he's been the best receiver any year.
They have 2 double covered digs.
You have to double cover just about every
The
receiver.
problem I have with Geoff's take on Stephon Diggs is he cries so much about how Odell bitches when that's all Stephon Diggs did on the Vikings. That's why they traded his ass.
Yeah, now he's thriving with Buffalo.
He wasn't. No, he's doing good, but Buffalo was good without him.
No,
They weren't
Yes.
playoff.
they didn't have Josh Allen yet.
They didn't make the playoffs
Yes, they
without
did.
Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs just
Been
went
there for 2 years.
Those
So
were 2
Josh
years
Allen
they
was a
went to the
rookie.
playoffs.
Josh Allen was a rookie.
They definitely went to
I
the
didn't know
playoffs
that.
the year before he went.
Did they?
Yes.
So they won the AFC East
Yeah.
No, the Patriots.
with Tom there?
No, they might have been the 6th seed, but they definitely went to the playoffs.
I don't think you're right for it.
And I think, and that was like Josh Allen's like 3rd year.
No, this
Isn't
is
he like
Josh
he in
Allen's
his
third
like
or
4th year?
No, Josh Allen's been in the league like 5 years now.
No,
5?
he's like the same class as Justin Herbert, bro.
No,
He's the same
not.
class as Lamar.
Oh, Lamar. So maybe this would be number 5.
Hold on.
Because I know he didn't make the playoffs. So this is probably his 4th. Last year was his 4th year.
So he's coming into his 5th.
Yeah.
And he's saying he made it his 2nd
He
year.
didn't make it, then he made it, and
He
then
was drafted in
2018.
2018.
So he played
5 years.
Did they make the playoffs?
2019,
I know.
2019,
Oh, I thought you were
2020,
like on this Wikipedia.
2020, 21, 21, 22. Yeah, so he just played 4 years.
Shut up.
Somebody say something.
What are we saying?
Oh no, I left the quiz.
I'll look it up real quick.
He thinks Odell intentionally.
They made it in 2020. I don't know why.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
So they
2020,
did-
2021, and 2022 are the only years he's made the
Oh,
playoffs.
so he
Last
made
2
it.
seasons.
No, 3.
Yeah.
3?
2020, 2021, and 2022.
That's how you
Yeah.
That's
We didn't need that bitch. He was making the playoffs with Cole Beasley as investors.
He lost to he lost to the Houston Texans in the first round in his first playoff appearance.
Deshaun Watson. That was the year Deshaun Watson was like tearing through some people.
Josh Allen's 4 seasons in. Thank you.
But yeah, he's trying to say that Odell intentionally left the Browns to sign with you guys just to win a Super Bowl. Like that was his intention.
He
the whole
intentionally
time.
got crap balls from Baker Mayfield. He's like, Baker, just throw them at my feet, dog. Trust me, it'll work out in the end.
You know, I get the Bills are the Super Bowl favorites, but I really don't think they're winning it.
I don't either.
I just don't think the Bills are a Super Bowl team ever. This dude went 4 times in the 90s and lost them all. They're the LeBron James of the NFL.
Most accurate quarterback in the league.
Josh Allen.
How's that make you feel?
He's tripping. Josh Allen's good, but he's not the most accurate.
He's top 5.
Top 5.
You don't think he's top 5?
Name 5 other quarterbacks better than him.
Better
Lamar
than him?
Jackson.
Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers.
This man just won't say Tom Brady.
But we were talking about accuracy, not just skill.
Tom Brady's not
Yeah, Tom.
Out of
dude.
accurate in skill.
No, you said
I said
you said better than him, not just accuracy. Or are you just talking about?
you're
more
telling me
accurate?
Tom Brady's not better than Josh Allen,
Not right now.
who had a better season last year.
Who has unlimited weapons and a great defense that gives him the ball back?
Josh Allen.
No, he does not.
Josh doesn't.
Josh Allen had the
He
best
does.
defense in
But
last
Tom
year.
definitely has the better weapons. Like, that's undisputable.
And the Bills don't just throw it every play.
I mean, who do you think's better, Mike Evans or Stephon Diggs?
Stephon Diggs.
All right,
You're
but
tripping.
Cole Beasley or Mike Evans?
What?
No, hold on.
How are you-
Just go with it.
I mean, Cole
Mike
Beasley
Evans.
or Chris
Okay.
Godwin.
Cole Beasley or Godwin?
Well, Godwin was hurt the whole season.
But, no, he was not. He got hurt at the end of the season.
I don't know. Godwin,
Antonio Brown or Cole Beasley?
Antonio Brown.
Gronkowski or Cole Beasley?
Why don't you do it against their tight end?
Because I'm just
Okay,
going off of
Gronkowski
weapons.
or fucking Kevin Knox.
This year, Kevin Knox, but the other tight end for the
Is his name Kevin Knox? Wasn't that the Browns player? The returner? Wasn't that? No?
I don't know.
Oh.
But the tight end, the other tight end for the Bucks is probably better than Knox. But Knox is a good tight end.
Next
Stafford
to-
or Allen?
Did he just say Russell Wilson?
You're
It's
right.
the-
It's either Broncos or
Or Bills winning the Super Bowl, he's saying.
He says Russell Wilson's the most accurate QB.
This
in the
man's-
league.
Next to Wilson.
That is the worst take I've ever heard in my life.
If we're talking accuracy in the league right now, it's Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
And then after that, if we're talking accuracy in the league to the defense, it's Ryan Tannehill.
I don't know, that might be Baker Mayfield.
In the long run, it's probably Josh Allen. But coming into this season, I'm taking
Yeah,
Stafford.
no, who you take this year? Stafford or Allen?
I'm taking Stafford.
Burrow or Allen?
Burrow.
I'm taking Burrow.
Mahomes or Allen?
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Herbert or Allen?
Allen.
Okay. So we found one.
I think he's the most overrated quarterback.
Just
And then
Herbert.
Tom or
I'm not saying he's bad.
Tom
I'm
Brady
saying
or Allen?
This year, if I'm going into this season, I'm taking Josh Allen.
What are these, like, the top QBs?
Yeah, I'm
I'm just
just.
saying, people throw Herbert
You didn't
into
say
that
Lamar yet.
class.
That's because last year he was way down.
Oh yeah.
Oh, because he was hurt.
Yeah. I just went off the.
But
Yeah,
I'm
Lamar
still,
over
I'm
him.
still taking Josh Allen this year over Lamar.
Oh, true. I think Lamar over a lot of
I think I'm taking Lamar.
That's you have to run a certain type of offense.
Yeah.
Well, give Lamar a chance, though,
Lamar.
man. I think he could run the Bills' offense.
I
A
mean,
year or
Bills
two under his
offense,
belt,
Tyler Taylor was doing it for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, he could probably win the Bills.
and that would definitely, hands down, be his best receiver he's ever had. Right?
Oh yeah, no.
Oh,
He's
just
number one
Diggs?
this year.
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
I just
Number
can't
one
believe
this
this
year
man
is
said
probably Rashad
Russell
Bateman.
Wilson.
I'll give Russell top 10.
No, we've already done our quarterbacks, and
I
you
think
saw
I had him
it.
10.
I didn't.
Did I leave my paper here?
Yeah, it's somewhere. It's
Did I have Wilson in your top 10?
No, bro.
I think Russell Wilson's really good, but he's not the most accurate QB in the league.
I guess us.
I had Russell Wilson 14.
I have Russell Wilson 8. So top 10, like I said. Correct?
And this is who I would take this season.
You would take Tannehill over Wilson.
Yes. Compare last
You
year's
just
numbers.
said he threw interceptions.
So
like
does Russell
crazy.
Wilson.
No, he does not. Not like Tannehill.
In the regular season, Tannehill don't throw no interceptions till we get to the playoffs. Russell Wilson don't be
At
getting
least
to the
Wilson won a
playoffs.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, Marshawn Lynch won in that Super Bowl.
If anything, the defense.
Yeah, the
Super
defense.
Bowl.
We're gonna.
Richard Sherman. Don't put no sorry ass receiver like Crabtree.
There's an overrated guy. I said it.
So Tannehill had 14 interceptions. Wilson had 6.
How many games did Wilson play?
I don't know.
He did go out for the thumb.
How many touchdowns did Wilson have?
Like 25, 26.
Who made it farther in the playoffs?
Okay, nice.
I'm just saying.
Russell Wilson was on a bad team.
A bad
I
team.
don't know. They made the playoffs. the year
Tyler
before.
Lockett, DK Metcalf, Chris Carson,
What about that defense though?
Bobby Wagner.
Bobby
That's
Wagner, Cam Chancellor,
In the Super Bowl.
Jamal Adams.
Jamal Adams.
There's 2 Pro Bowl caliber.
He played
guys.
14 games. Probably
Russell
got
did?
hurt in one of them, so like 13 and a half.
Next to Russell.
You have Tannehill over him?
Yes, I will take Tannehill over.
I'm sorry, but I want to take Jameis over Winston. Or Jameis,
Jameis over
I
Wilson.
want to take Jameis over Russell.
I don't think I would either. I had Ryan Tannehill at 17. 17.
I would not take Justin Fields over Russell Wilson.
He's young, bro.
Good lord, dude.
He's young.
But going into this season,
Yes, because I could.
we're not even like
Yes.
predicting future stats. Going into this season,
Yep,
you
I'm
would
taking
take
Justin.
Fields over Russell Wilson.
100%.
One tree says
So
Jarvis Landry,
biased.
The other one says Justin Fields.
One says
Is
what?
it- Your dad's bias take is Jarvis.
Yeah,
Yours is
yours is Justin Fields.
Did I do alright, right? What?
Riot.
I mean, Aaron's not first, so it's already trash.
Aaron's not first in mine either.
He's gone further down without being flabbergasted, so.
Yeah, that's the
I thought you were
Deshaun
Russell
Watson
Wilson.
even plays.
Yeah, that was the problem with Deshaun. That's why I had him
No,
at
that's what I
20.
said. I thought you were the Russell Wilson.
I'm fair with him.
Yeah, I bet you Baker's sitting there like, yeah, what up now, bro?
And then he's just like, I don't want to play for y'all.
I mean, I wouldn't either.
You have Dak pretty low. Like
No.
I know I'm a Dak hater,
Low?
but I think I would actually.
The
put him
crazy
higher.
thing is,
Where
I
would
have
you jump
Dak
him up to?
lower.
Yeah, I'm in the same spot. About the same spot.
About, but one's
You
lower.
jump him over like Jalen, I'm guessing? In golf?
Yeah, I
Over
I'd
Matt
probably-
Ryan?
Yeah,
Matt Ryan was MVP, bro.
but
Matt
this I'm just
Ryan's
talking about
right.
this season. You're.
But Dak lost a weapon.
No, we're not talking. I'm just talking about talent. I'm
Dak
not
has
talking about what
the-
they had. I mean, he's in the NFL, so he has the talent. But
I mean, I'm definitely taking Dak over Matt Ryan.
Yeah. I'm taking Dak over
Matt
Matt.
Ryan's
I'm
like
taking Dak over
32
Ryan
for
Tannehill.
me.
Right now,
I'd
probably
take
go
Dak
over Mac.
over
Ryan
Mac
Tannehill
Jones.
led a team to the #1 seed. Dak has never
He's
done
probably in this Carson Wentz, Kirk Cousins area.
Oh, but Ryan Tannehill's not?
What? No, he's probably right about there. At 17, this area.
You got Dak above Ryan.
Yes.
I'm honestly surprised Geoff hasn't said
Ryan
anything about Matt Ryan.
Lost his number,
like
the
Not
best
about
running
Matt
back in the
Ryan,
league,
about,
right? He
Kirk
lost
Cousins.
his number 2
'Cause that
receiver,
man
right?
said-
AJ Brown missed
Wait.
3.5 games.
Speaking of Kirk Cousins,
that.
you guys agree with Geoff takes from last year that Kirk Cousins was robbed of MVP?
That's the hottest take in the history
Last
of
year?
takes.
No.
He said, "How is he not in consideration for MVP?" I was like, "What are you talking about? Man, 7 wins."
Dak is
bro.
in top 10.
I wouldn't put him.
Nobody
top
has
10
him
either.
top
I don't have him top 20, bro.
22 on my list.
I put him in this 14 to 15.
So do you think the Cowboys or Eagles will have a better season?
Cowboys?
Will the Cowboys or Giants have a better season?
The Eagles will have a better season.
I'm thinking
I think
the
that
Eagles.
one's just gonna be close.
That's
just
why I had
because
Jalen over
I
Dak,
think
though.
the
Yeah.
Cowboys are gonna bully their division and get some easy wins there.
And the Titans aren't?
No, I think you're gonna have some tough matchups with the Colts.
No, bro.
Yes.
We lost
I
to
was
the
saying
Texans
Josh
last
Allen
year.
was robbed over Aaron Rodgers, not Kirk.
This year or last year?
I mean,
Last
Josh had an argument.
If anybody was robbed, it was Tom Brady. What was that?
That was you.
Because you're laughing when I said the Kirk Cousins thing.
That sounded like a.
Do you think the Cowboys are just gonna roll over the Eagles again?
I think the Eagles are going to shit
Oh,
kick the
bro.
Cowboys. And I think the
They got
Commanders
their
are going to
2
have a better
starting
season.
receivers though, man.
Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. AJ Brown's nice too.
They got one of the best running quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Decent run game.
I like a throw though.
They had the most efficient run game last
Jalen can throw.
season.
Alright, but
Dak
here's
can't throw.
a hot take for you guys. If the Cowboys traded Ezekiel Elliott, Dak's a top 10 QB.
All right, so let me just
What's
bring
the
something
postseason
up.
have to do with MVP?
Yeah. MVP is only regular season.
Yeah.
What a guy. That's like saying Giannis or Embiid should have been MVP this year because
Bro.
Jokic didn't have as good of a
That's what I was.
postseason. But that's what everybody started saying was like, oh, Embiid's going off in the playoffs. Give
Well,
him the MVP. And then
They
No,
were saying
they
because
played
he was,
Toronto.
he was the first center or whatever since Shaq to average 30, but they didn't look at anything else.
So I just want to bring up that at 35 minutes we were done with our tournament and we were going to move on to discussing players,
I
like
was ready.
best players in the divisions, like ranking the top 4. And we just talked for 20 minutes about nothing.
How about quarterbacks?
What were we talking about before quarterbacks?
The fact that we were about to start doing this and then he
What
brought
should
it.
it matter?
I don't know.
Playoffs?
Playoffs don't matter.
Yeah, that's what we're
the
saying.
thing. It's regular season.
Yeah, regular season MVP. That's it.
Now,
What?
let me bring something up. Do you guys think that the Super Bowl MVP should be in consideration for all of the games they played through the playoffs
I don't
instead of
think
just
so.
that one game?
I think they should just make another award.
They should make a postseason MVP or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Super Bowl MVP.
All right, so let's jump into this. AFC South, we're going to do running backs. Obviously, it goes Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor.
Obviously, it's Jonathan Taylor.
Let's be
Derrick
honest.
Henry.
Let's be honest.
Oh, did you see Derrick Henry doing the pull-ups on that band
He
earlier?
looks like a fucking
That
monster.
shit was crazy.
That man's is huge. JT wishes he could be that big.
What shouldn't it matter? I don't
I
understand.
think he's
Derrick Henry.
saying playoffs should count. I think is what he's trying to say. He's just saying it weird.
No, because then
That
if
shouldn't
playoffs
matter.
counted, then
But what shouldn't matter? That's what my thing is. What shouldn't matter?
that, I don't
Because
know.
we're saying the playoffs don't matter, and he said that shouldn't matter.
Yeah. I'm
Now,
confused.
if we're counting playoffs, why would Josh Allen even? Joe Burrow would be the MVP, right?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Or like the year Nick Foles took him to the
Yeah.
Super Bowl. Like, how do you factor that in
Yeah, because he had like no games up until like week 16.
Taylor's one, Derek's two.
there? And he
Okay, wait a minute.
He
Let's.
said you're two. Look at what he
Yeah, I
said.
know. I'm the number 2 running back in the AFC, boy. All right, so
AFC
listen.
South.
Yeah, AFC South, but AFC South has the best 2 running backs besides
Probably.
Nick Chubb.
Yeah, they probably have the best
Tomorrow.
He's like maybe 6.
Where are you putting Jones?
Aaron Jones?
Top 10, but probably like 8 or 9.
team. The backup's better.
Oh!
At least if I listen to
But
Cole.
listen, this man said this. Dioff just validated me saying Derrick Henry is number 1 because he also just said that the playoffs not mattering shouldn't matter. So thank
I'm
you.
gonna say
for
Derek
putting
Taylor.
Yeah, I put Derek.
I just like this order right here.
Yeah, because I like
Okay, here's a
James
question.
Robinson, but I also like Etienne.
Who?
Travis Etienne. He didn't play last year. He's injured,
I
but
think
he's
I'm doing
Is
running
that the
back by
Texans running
committee.
back?
Jags.
No.
It's
Who's
the
the Texans running back?
it's
It's a Burkhead.
Burkhead, yeah. Rex Burkhead.
I'm gonna do by committee.
What
That's why I
about,
got Jags.
I think the Texans might be
Who
the
did they
worst
trade
team
for?
in history on
Who?
paper.
The Texans, when they traded DeAndre Hopkins for this running back.
David Johnson.
David
Yeah, is he
Johnson.
still there?
No.
No, he's actually might sign with the Saints.
That's not a good
Worst
move.
trade
Oh.
ever.
Yeah, it was the
Pretty
worst trade.
bad.
As a third down back, I don't hate David.
Hang on. We traded Donovan Mitchell for Burke.
Trey Burks.
No.
The Browns traded for Deshaun.
You're talking about NBA, right?
Yeah.
And then signed him to a
He used to
massive,
play for the Jazz.
fully
Now he's on the
guaranteed
Spurs.
deal.
It's not Burks or
Power forward who shoots.
Jonathan Taylor
That's how
has
bad he
more
was,
yards
though.
per carry and yards.
Powell.
Huh?
Powell.
No, it's.
This man just
It'll
forgot
come to
that
me
Derrick
later.
Henry didn't play half the season.
He has
What did he say?
more yards per carry and more yards. Yeah, Derrick Henry finished 6th
I
in
mean,
the
yards per carry wouldn't matter, though.
Derrick
for injury.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry finished 6th in rushing yards and missed 9 games. 9 games.
With Jarvis Landry, though.
Alright, moving to AFC North.
Probably Browns.
Yeah, Browns for sure.
Yeah,
Is,
so Nick
is Lamar
Chubb-
counted for
No.
rushing?
No, running
Yeah,
backs
right.
only.
I would say
Ranking
J.K.
running backs.
Dobbins might. Well,
Running
no,
back.
I don't know.
I'd say J.K. Dobbins is number 2.
No, what the
Joe
hell's his
Mixon.
name?
Yeah, I'm saying Browns, Bengals, Steelers, Ravens.
The Steelers dude,
The rookie
what's his
from
name?
Alabama.
Yeah, he broke like records.
I
Didn't
can't think of his name though.
Jarvis
With the dreads.
Who?
he? Who's the freaking running back for the Steelers?
Najee Harris?
Yes.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
broke like records, didn't he?
He's good. Maybe rookie records for the
Yeah.
Steelers.
I don't think it was like NFL
wasn't
rookie
NFL.
records, no.
He ain't breaking
I'm
records.
still-
But him and J.K. Dobbins are close.
I'm still putting Najee last.
That's why I got Steelers over. Oh, you got J.K. over Najee?
I'm going Chubb,
Yeah.
J.K. Dobbins, Joe Mixon, Najee Harris.
I'm going Chubb, Joe,
Yeah, I'm going.
J.K.
Najee, J.K.
Yeah, I'd probably do that too.
Just because J.K.'s coming off injury. Out of sight, out of mind.
Alright. East, Bills, Dolphins, Jets, Patriots. This is probably the worst running division.
It's just bros like that?
No, that's he's.
Oh.
Right when he said Jarvis Landry.
Dude, he was like perfectly still.
We're in what now? The West.
East.
So the Dolphins running back could be literally anyone.
Because they have 3 now, right?
Yeah. All from our division. Patriots.
The
I like
Jets-
Ramondre Stevens.
The Jets have that.
James
dude,
White.
Or Jake White.
Is that the Patriots?
Yeah.
Still?
Yeah.
Or Ramondre Stevens.
But the Jets have that dude that was a rookie last year, Michael White or something like that. Michael
Carter.
Carter? Yeah.
The
Michael,
Jets. Yeah, the rookie. Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Carter.
This is awful.
Yeah, this isn't a
Yeah.
good division for running backs.
That's hard, yeah. I don't know how it would go.
Lamar legit would be the best running back.
Who's Harris?
Najee Harris?
Yeah, I don't think he has most division.
Harris is
What?
first.
Because he said Michael Carter for the Jets is 2. Harris is first.
Oh.
Unless there's a different Harris that he's talking about.
Yeah.
There
Who's
isn't
two?
another
Michael
Harrison.
Carter. I mean, there could be. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know the Bills.
Yeah. What do they got? Zach Moss or
That,
whatever.
and he don't even start.
Yeah.
You know, like
Najee Harris. I mean, I don't.
I think they
Michael
all tie
Carter
for
is probably-
fourth.
They all
Well,
tie for
Michael
fourth.
Carter's not bad.
He's not bad.
But I
But
just don't know.
I'm sure all these teams have not
Not
bad
bad,
running
yeah.
backs.
All right, West. I'm gonna go Eckler 1, and then Javonte Williams 2.
Or Josh Jacobs.
Josh
Jake.
Jacobs 3.
3?
I don't know. The problem is they are all about this. They're like even, except for the Chiefs.
I think-
Obviously, Clyde's Edwards-Helaire is last. But like Javonte Williams went off last year.
You think he has more potential than Josh Jacobs?
Well, he was like a rookie.
I mean, Josh Jacobs is only like in his third year, ain't he?
I think he's going in his 4th.
Or going into his fourth?
Yeah, going into his 4th. I don't know. Josh Jacobs is good. Austin Eckler does get hurt a lot.
I think I'm gonna go Josh, Eckler,
Javonte.
Javonte, then Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah, I probably agree with that.
Yeah. Oh, the guy they drafted.
Calvin's brother.
Yeah, and that guy was
Dude,
not.
didn't want to play there.
Well, that guy wasn't even good on the Bulldogs team. Like he was like the 3rd option running back.
Alright.
Alright. NFC South.
We got Saints,
We got-
Bucks, Falcons, Panthers. I'm gonna go CMC,
Is he coming off an injury?
Cardell
too?
Patterson,
Kamara.
He played.
All of last year?
Not all, but he played.
Leonard
the last
Fournette,
six
and then Kamara. I'm just kidding.
I'll go Kamara.
Yeah, Kamara is one.
Kamara, Fournette,
Yeah.
CMC, and then who's the Falcons?
Cordell Patterson.
Cordell Patterson.
Yeah.
Or
I'll-
Mike Davis.
I'm putting CMC last because he might play 3 games.
I'm putting Leonard last.
Last.
Yeah.
Playoff Lenny?
Championship. It was just Lombardi lady.
The Bucks. The Bucks do have Giovanni Bernard,
Who's Williams in the AFC West?
That's the Broncos.
Javonte
Javonte
Williams.
Williams.
Oh yeah. Everyone's just forgetting about.
Melvin Gordon. I know, right?
Yeah, but I think I'll go Kamara, and Cordell, Leonard, or CMC Leonard.
Hating on Leonard
I'm not
Fournette.
hating.
I'd
There's-
put Leonard.
That man killed it in fantasy for me.
I'd put Leonard 2. I'd put
If the Jags get rid of people.
then Christian McCaffrey, then
Jags
Cordell
get rid of a
Patterson.
lot of good players because they're stupid.
All right, North, we got the Packers, Lions, Bears, Vikings. This one's tough because DeAndre Swift,
I'm gonna go Dalvin
Dalvin
Cook.
Cook,
Dalvin
and
Cook.
Aaron Jones, and David Montgomery. They're all pretty
I'm
good.
gonna go Dalvin Cook, Aaron Jones,
Swift.
Swift, and then
David Montgomery.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, that's what
That's fine with me. Eagles,
Who's their running
I
back?
don't even know.
Zeke is one.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Saquon Barkley. I like Saquon over Zeke. Honestly.
Saquon's not.
If
very
he could
good.
stay healthy,
he
I
could-
like Saquon.
That's a
over
big
Zeke.
if.
Who's the
though.
last team?
Commanders.
I don't
So
know.
Antonio
Byron-
Gibson.
It's a
And
very
Byron-
weak division for
Byron
running backs,
Scott.
if you ask me.
Yeah, you guys just hate on Zeke
Bro,
because
Zeke,
Dog.
what?
put up some numbers.
Tony Pollard's gonna
He
start
has over
Zeke this
1,000
year.
yards almost every season.
Almost 1,000 yards.
Tony Pollard's
and he's
gonna
supposed
get
to
more
be
stats
elite.
this year.
No, he's not.
Bet.
Tony Pollard
He's gonna get more snaps. I'm telling you. They're already starting to ease Zeke out.
No, they're not. Just wait. They're not.
If Saquon wasn't so injury prone,
I
it
know,
would
right?
easily be Saquon. And then Jalen Hurts. And
Jalen Hurts.
then
JJ
Alright. And then we got West. Is Debo a running back or a receiver?
He's
running back.
So Debo's one.
I mean, receiver is what I meant to say.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, he
he's a
said he
receiver.
wants to. Oh, he does want to play receiver.
He wants to
Get
stop
paid
running.
like a receiver.
Yeah. Oh, let's
Who
see
do the
what-
Cardinals have?
They have Connor.
Yeah,
James
James
Conner.
Conner, and they just drafted a running back, didn't they?
And the Seahawks have Chris
They lost
Carson
one.
and who?
Penny.
Penny.
Yeah.
Rashad Penny.
And then,
And then
We have Cam Akers and Daryl Henderson.
so who are the 49ers? Just Eli Mitchell right now?
Yeah.
Debo's definitely the best running back in this
yeah,
division.
he's not even a true running back. Yeah, that's tough.
I'm gonna go Chris Carson or Rashad Penny, whoever starts. Then I'll go Elijah Mitchell. Your guys is whoever starts more, and then James
I'm
Conner.
gonna go whoever is running the ball for the 49ers, because it could literally be anyone.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna say Cam Akers. Then I'm gonna say Seahawks running back whose name is leaving me right now.
Chris Carson.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna go Connor.
I'd probably agree with that
Yeah,
one.
I agree with that.
Just let Cam play a full season. Healthy. Came
What
back
is-
from a torn
What does
Achilles,
that
bro.
black bubble say?
Delete, hide, or report
Oh.
this. I would report all the chaos comments. I'm offended.
We actually have 3 views right now. Are you one of them?
Probably.
Yeah.
So get off of
Jordan's
one
brother
of them.
just joined
Oh,
in.
But you can see who's in there.
yeah.
If you're watching on this, it'll say they joined you.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, see,
All right, so
Oh, that's cool.
what should we do next week, guys? Oh, we got to do our Born of the Week.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
I didn't either.
I thought
We
were
didn't do one
more
last week.
prepared.
We didn't?
No.
Oh. We
Born
should.
of the
I
Week.
thought I did Cam Akers. I mean,
I thought you did somebody
Kelvin
from.
Carr.
Yeah.
And then he did a wrestler. And then
Yeah,
you
Seth
did.
Gross.
My gourd of the week is Blue Slide Park. I finally went there.
My Gorn of the Week is AC because this heat is fucking
Man,
awful.
I wish I had AC.
My Gordon.
You said last year you were getting it. You lied.
I have portable AC, so it's manageable. Yeah.
My Gordon is the fake Clay Thompson snuck into the building.
Is he
got,
banned for life?
I was
Wait,
about to say
really?
he got banned for life.
The fake clip.
What
I
do
didn't
He
even hear
faked into
about
shoot
that.
around, got past security onto the court, and shot around for like 5 minutes before someone finally noticed.
Oh my
Did
god.
Clay Thompson just be like, yo, what the fuck?
Who's this guy?
That's how they found out Clay finally came out. They're like,
But he was all tweeting about it. He was like, I get banned for life because their security sucks.
to be fair though, he did like knowingly
Yeah.
break the rules.
I don't think he's like being like, I think he's like, he
Alright,
knows why he got suspended.
We got to give the people something to look forward to for next week. So we'll have another tournament. I'll set up another one. It'll probably be one of these ones again where it's.
Next week, we will have more hot takes
Oh,
to make fun of Guillaume.
I don't know, you want to do the quiz on here?
Yeah. Oh, right now. Yeah. Are we all doing it like on our own phones?
What?
Oh, oh.
I thought we would all just do it together.
Yeah, I was just gonna read them out.
Oh, okay.
We just gotta answer privately though. This
Oh.
goes towards your mental rating.
Oh.
So do I need to keep track of this?
Huh?
Then I need a pen and paper.
Yeah. Who's the father of NBA?
Who is the father of NBA? Like, I don't even understand the question.
Okay, this is a good one. I hope.
Right, you could have had green or yellow and pink blue. You like a green and yellow team?
Should I just write it on the back of this?
Yeah, I don't care.
Hurry up!
Are we actually doing that? Who's the father of NBA?
No, it's
Okay.
something that came up for some reason. This first question, though, I
It's pretty
swear
trick.
is a trick question. Which I could tell you guys if someone would hurry. So, how's your guys' week?
Yeah, that's good. How was yours?
That's what?
Fine.
Your week?
Oh, that's fine.
Ran a slower 40 than I intended with my socks, but
You ran another 40?
I tried, and
Why?
I thought I could score better. But, you know when you like overstep and you like slipping and then the back of your knee like feels funny? Yeah. I was about 5 steps into that 40. Come on, dog. Bathroom right there.
You didn't want to have us here in peak.
Should I just ask the first question?
Sure.
Alright. Which of the following jersey numbers did Michael Jordan not wear during his time in the NBA? 23, 45, 14. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Just flip the paper.
Does it give you the next question, or do you have to answer it first?
I have to answer it.
What is this man's doing? Is he taking a shit?
Do you have like a book? I think he's coming down. Can I have one of those books right there? Which jersey number did Michael Jordan not wear in the NBA? 23, 45, or 14? Don't tell me. Write it down.
Don't tell you.
Yeah,
Just write it down.
Write it down. Thank you. It's not that book, but
It's where?
right there. Big book.
That's Amber's. What's it called?
She'd be fine with that.
Records.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Everybody got their answer? Yeah.
I did 14.
14.
Good.
14.
14's correct.
Oh, I did 45.
Are you serious?
I don't know.
He was 45 on the Wizards.
I did not know that.
No.
He was 45 on the Bulls.
He was 23 on the Wizards.
Was he? Oh,
Well, I got that one wrong.
But the thing is, I swore he wore 14 because someone stole his jersey once. Okay. Who's the only basketball coach to win an NBA and NCAA championship during his career? Larry Brown, Phil Jackson, Bobby Knight.
I don't think I know this one, but we'll see.
So I didn't know this one, but I'm pretty sure by process of elimination I got it. Everyone good?
Oh.
Larry Brown.
Oh, I did Bobby Knight.
Damn, man, so did I.
Hell yeah, I guessed.
I don't even think Bobby Knight coached in the
Yeah, because I
NBA,
didn't
did
think he coached in the NBA, and then
Oh.
I didn't think Phil Jackson coached in college. Did he? Do you know?
he? No, I don't think he coached in college. He coached in Mexico.
Mexico?
Alright.
Which player broke the NBA color barrier in 1950? Chuck Cooper, Earl Lloyd, Nathaniel Clifton.
I have no clue who these players are.
I don't fucking know either.
Can you read the options just so I can?
Chuck Cooper, Earl Lloyd, Nathaniel Clifton. Everyone answered?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, I put
Was it
B.
It was Lloyd.
Earl Lloyd.
I put B. Let's go.
Oh
I'm
man.
alright, Earl Ward, because what's his name?
Because
That's his name.
I literally just put B.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the NBA's all-time leading scorer with this many points: 25,437, 38,387, 42,617.
This was pretty easy.
Remember the numbers. Still forgot the numbers again.
I didn't even try to. I mean, the first two were different numbers, and that's all I heard.
Everybody ready?
Yeah.
38,387.
I just put 38, but
What was it? 637?
387.
Alright.
Which NBA player was in training to become a member of the 1992 men's Olympic swim team? Tim Duncan, Reggie Lewis, Kevin Willis.
What?
How's that a basketball question?
I don't know. It's crazy. They would have been there with the dream team.
This one's
Everyone answer?
Yeah.
Tim Duncan.
Oh.
really?
in '92.
I mean, he got drafted in 99.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
I put Kevin Lewis.
Yes.
Any on some coffee?
It's like 9 o'clock.
What?
9:30.
What kind of
Just regular coffee.
Caramel macchiato.
So why are we doing a basketball quiz again?
For 2K.
For our 2K stats.
Oh, okay.
We want me to pull up a football one next week?
Well,
See,
we're
now
doing a
you're way
football-
behind. 'cause
We're
you
doing a
didn't show up.
football.
It's off season.
podcast.
It's off season.
Okay.
And this is the end. You think people
I
are going to
was
keep
just
watching?
confused how we got here.
During the 1987-88 NBA season, the league's shortest, Muggsy Bogues, and tallest, Manute Bol players both played on the same team. Which team did they play for? Supersonics, Wizards, Bullets.
Supersonics, Wizards, or Bullets? Wizards and Bullets are the same team, aren't they?
That's part of the question.
What?
I'm guessing based off what I think they're trying to do in the question to trick us, but
Oh, well then I need to change my answer.
That's why you wait till after.
I didn't say I'm right. Watch, you're gonna get the answer you change is gonna be right.
Everyone ready?
I actually just kept my answer.
Bullets.
Yeah.
Did you have wizards?
I put some songs.
Oh, yeah, you were way off. This feat has never happened in an NBA game, but it has happened in a girls' high school basketball game.
Quadruple double.
Triple double, quadruple double, quintuple double.
What?
I think
One
that's pretty
quintuple.
easy. Yeah.
Because what was the third one? Or the second option?
Quadruple.
I feel like that's been done in the NBA at least once.
You think so?
10 rebounds,
But
10 steals,
quintuple
10
double.
assists,
Yeah.
and 10 points.
Pretty sure Hakeem did that once. Which Olympic track and field star was once drafted by the Chicago Bulls? Usain Bolt, Carl Lewis, Roger Bannister.
Wait, what was the question?
Which Olympic track and field star was once drafted by the Chicago Bulls?
Has he been moved?
Carl Lewis, Usain Bolt, and who?
Roger Bannister.
Just guess the wrong answer.
I think I know this
I
one.
think I guessed the wrong one though.
Everyone get- Carl Lewis.
Damn it, I was gonna guess
I
that.
think he got drafted like the 7th round.
Wow.
Old.
Is that it? Oh,
How many 3-point shots did Shaquille O'Neal make in his NBA career? 1, 2, 3.
oh shit.
I don't know this one.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Everyone good?
Yeah.
Made one, right?
1.
Hell
damn
yeah.
it.
You just do that?
Yeah.
Why?
I think they talked about it on TNT, one of the pregame shows, and I just remember.
Bob Lanier was drafted from his hospital bed in 1970 by which team?
Wow. Who?
Bob Lanier. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Name-
like we have options.
New York Nets, Detroit Pistons, Boston Celtics.
Bob Lanier was drafted from his house.
Why is the Celtics on blue?
I have no idea. Good. What?
For the Celtics?
Pistons.
Oh.
Woo!
Well, White's not going to have the mental stats.
Bro, these are all guesses.
Yeah, for real.
Alright, it's 10 more.
There's 10 more?
It's only 20 questions.
Oh my god.
The Utah Jazz originally played out. Oh, sorry. The Utah Jazz originally played out of New Orleans. The name for the team was decided by a contest letting the public choose the name. Which other names were in contention before the franchise chose Jazz? Cajuns, Plantations, Marshes. I have no idea.
Bro, if it's plantations, that's racist as shit.
Everyone good?
Yeah.
Cajuns.
Okay, that's what I put.
Yeah.
That felt like the most obvious one, right?
Yeah. How many three-peats did the Chicago Bulls have in the 90s under Phil Jackson?
2.
1, 2, or 3?
Yeah, I didn't even need to hear the options.
That's the easiest question so far.
Yeah, for real.
You have your answer?
Well, besides the
Yeah.
microphone.
Wait, for which one?
No.
How many three-peats did the Bulls have in the 90s under Phil Jackson?
Yeah. 6, right?
It's 2.
Oh, I was like, what? You said it's 3.
I mean, that's like not even possible, right?
You would have to literally
Oh,
have a 9.
90
9 in a
to
row.
92, and then you lose, and then 93 to stupid. The Denver Nuggets changed the team name in 1974. What was the name before the team became the Nuggets? Oh, sorry. Denver Dippers, Denver Rockets, Denver Jazz.
I wish it was the Denver Dippers.
I know that is a cool thing. Sorry.
I think it's the Rockets.
Yeah, I don't know.
Denver Rockets.
What'd you put?
Rockets.
Did you put the Rockets?
Rhode Island isn't known for its sports teams, but it was once home to a professional basketball team. What was the team's name? Rhode Island Locomotives, New England Nantuckets, Providence Steamrollers. You can look those over if you need.
What was the last one?
Providence Steamrollers.
That's so difficult for what?
It actually is the Providence Steamrollers.
God damn it.
I did it.
I went with the Nantuckets.
Yeah, so did I.
What is Kobe Bryant's middle name? Bear, Bean, Belly. I actually do know this one.
Yeah. Kobe Belly Bryant.
Good.
Yeah.
Bean.
Did you
What'd
put
you
Bear?
put?
Bear?
You didn't know his middle name was Bean?
No.
People call him Kobe Bean Bryant all the time.
Jelly Bean.
I don't know if I've ever heard that.
I've never heard Jelly Bean either.
Will Chamberlain has a number retired by the Golden State Warriors, the Philadelphia 76ers, and the Los Angeles Lakers, but he also had his number retired by one other team. Which team was it? Celtics, Globetrotters, Pistons.
Will Chamberlain had his number retired by either the Celtics or Rockets,
Celtics, Globetrotters.
or Pistons.
Everyone get?
Yeah.
Globetrotters.
Hell yeah.
I was gonna put that, but
I don't even think he played for the other two teams. Which NBA player once claimed he had killed a lion? Manute Bol, Luol Deng, Hakeem Olajuwon. Pretty sure I know this one. Everyone good?
yeah.
Manute Bol.
Yeah.
Manute Bol. Oh god. Superstitions run rampant in sports, and there may be no NBA player more superstitious than Michael Jordan. What did he insist on wearing under his uniform during all of his games? His lucky boxers, his North Carolina Tar Heels basketball shorts, his high school basketball jersey. I know more of this useless knowledge than I thought.
Right.
Good? Tar Heel shorts.
That's what I put. What did you put? Lucky Boxers?
Two more.
I'm wearing two shorts.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be
Did you say
uncomfortable.
LeBron's
LeBron has his superstition.
good?
Throws powder into the air.
How many times was Charles Barkley cut from his high school team? 1, 2, 3.
What the fuck?
These ones are like just chance, you know?
Good?
I guess.
Is it two?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Two times. Last question. Which of the following players was not part of the Bad Boy Pistons? Isaiah Thomas, Bill Laimbeer, Tony Kukoc. Isaiah Thomas, Bill Laimbeer, Tony Kukoc.
What was the beginning of the question?
Who's not a Bad Boy Piston?
How do you spell Bill's last name?
Laimbeer?
Just put Bill.
Alright, I just put Bill.
Or beer? Good?
Yeah.
Tony Kukoc.
Oh yeah. I knew Bill was.
I know. Isaiah
I don't know
Thomas,
these-
Bill
I
Laimbeer.
know, the only person I knew on that was Isaiah Thomas.
Oh man. 19 out of 20, huh?
Got 14 actually.
Yeah, I got 70%. I feel like a couple of them, I'm like,
What,
dumb.
out of 20?
I don't know, I wasn't thinking, because then when you'd say the answer, I'm like,
What'd you get?
11.
11? Yeah. 19, 20.
Just over
14,
50%.
14, 20. So you're not going to be point guard. At 11.
I got 14 million.
Cool, cool.
All right. Well, that was Room Full of Swag. Thanks for joining us today. Join us next
Full of
week, Tuesday.
football with some basketball.
We'll be live
We're
again.
just a room full of balls.
Catch y'all on the flip.
Just a room full of balls.
I don't like the way you said it.